We stumbled across several post-war research camps in our travels. Scientists trying to make sense of nuclear-induced chaos that is now the modern world. Rarely do such areas or expeditions end in happiness. In fact, everyone's usually fucked by the end. Today, unfortunately, is no different. Isabella Proud's camp, an unmarked area that is tucked away in the back of Takoma Industrial. Here we shall hear the tale of Isabella and the research she was doing. The camp looks to be set up next to what, at first glance, appears to be the impact site of a nuke. It is a crater shaped and the buildings around it are destroyed quite a bit. The crater is large. It's also radiated, both the water and the air surrounding the area. However, as we find out later, this is incorrect. The area was purposely irradiated. What I am assuming happened is the buildings that was here either collapsed outwards or no buildings were actually here in the first place, and this is simply the result of a shockwave breaking open the ground. We will never know. Still looks like shit though. Within this shallow irradiated shithole, you will encounter several ghouls, the type of which varies depending on your level, which unfortunately for me meant I got stuck with a reaver. They're likely attracted to the radiation of the pool, which as we find out later was the whole point of this area, to attract the ghouls. These are not the only ones that we will see here, but once again, more on that later. Just on the shore, we see the bodies of a man and a woman, both clad in radiation suits. Both dead as a doorknob. These are the researchers that were working here, Isabella and Jason, most likely killed by ghouls, but more on that later. I say that a lot, don't I? Their makeshift camp has the kind of supplies that one would expect if one were working in close proximity to an irradiated body of water and irradiated zombies, though in the end it doesn't seem to have done them much good. Also, there's only one mattress, so they might have been sleeping together at the time, as they were married. Although whether you think having sex with feral ghouls ogling you is advisable is a good idea, is entirely up to yourself. In my honest opinion, the more the merrier. Now we can take a good look at their corpses themselves. Jason appears to be the only sensible one and actually brought a gun with him. You know, because the researcher murders zombies. Isabella, on the other hand, did not bring any means of self-defense, which shows how naive she was, which we will touch on later. Both of their suits are also in bad condition, and I think it's because they got attacked and killed by the ghouls, which is an outcome that shouldn't really surprise anyone. Now time to look at the logs that are found on the terminal. She wrote 8 logs over a period of 30 days, so a month more or less, with a decent amount of time passing between each log. The day 45 log tells us this was the first time they came across this terminal, and it seems to have been located somewhere else originally, suggesting they were searching a wider area than this. We also learn the ghouls do not fear sunlight, which I thought was obvious, but whatever. Day 51 tells us that our primary method of attracting the ghouls was irradiating basins of water to attract the ghouls. This works most likely because they prefer irradiated drinking water, or maybe they just like a good soak in some irradiated water. Day 53 is about the generator set up next to the camp, allowing the terminal to be moved closer. They probably got it from inside the factory. Day 58. So first of all, she made the rookie mistake of giving it a name. Never grow attached. Also, we learned that lesser feral ghouls don't attack people with large doses of radiation, maybe mistaking them for glowing ones. I can tell you this is not the case for us unfortunately, and they will still try and maul our ass. Day 63. The feral ghouls seem to be avoiding them for the time being, perhaps trying to figure out why they are irradiated yet not ghouls. Also, Jason shows that he is not brain dead by showing concern that they are in such close proximity to irradiated zombies that have been known to kill people from time to time. Day 67. Okay, so at this point they are being stalked by the ghouls. They seem to be watching them from the ruins of the buildings, and even at this point, this woman is still not alarmed for some strange reason. Day 68. So she is still sleeping exposed to the elements and the ghouls show up. She identified the glowing one as Samuel and suggested this is the alpha male of the group, which is usually the case with glowing ones. The reason is they emit a large amount of radiation, so the ghouls swim around them and suckle from them like a water cooler. Day 75. She decides that she needs to make closer contact, so tries the same trick as before, using the resin. She coats her suit and secretly Jason's. This is the last entry, and it does not take much imagination to guess what happened after. So after you exit the terminal, Samuel is spawned nearby and comes to rustle your jimmies. So here's what I think happened. Isabella irradiated this body of water to attract ghouls. She then encountered a normal feral who she named Melinda. Melinda did not attack her due to the high amount of radioactivity given off by the resin. She then saw the alpha of the group, Samuel. She decided to use the resin again and secretly used it on Jason as well. Now it didn't work, and they were killed by either Samuel or the whole group of ghouls. Now the question is, why did they attack this time? Well, the first time they probably were confused on the part of Melinda, and she thought it was a ghoul because of the radiation. Which, to be fair, these things are stupid enough that a ghoul mask fools them. I don't think it worked this time because of Samuel. He either saw through the ruse and attacked, or thought they were ghouls from a rival pack and may have attacked them because of that. Either way, the dumb bitch got them both killed. I hope you liked this episode about a naive scientist, her poor husband, and a scumbag of a glowing one called Samuel. If you did, why not leave a like? I love reading comments, so get them in there. Any suggestions for future videos or content you would like me to do are appreciated and welcome. If you want to help me grow, share this video on as many social media sites as you can, especially Reddit. Tell everyone. If you want to contact me regarding business, send me a private message either here or on Twitter, and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. I hope to see you in my next episode. And until then, goodbye.